This is a Rhogenesis Source Reading. Public domain ancient and sacred texts read chapter by chapter as source material for later motif mapping and interpretation. Today's reading is from the Bhagavad Gita, Edwin Arnold, 1885, Chapter 17. Of Religion by the Threefold Kinds of Faith. Arjuna. If men forsake the holy ordinance, heedless of Shastras, yet keep faith at heart, and worship, what shall be the state of those? Great Krishna, Sattvan, Rajas, Tamas, say. Krishna, threefold, the faith is of mankind and springs from those three qualities, becoming true, or passion-stained, or dark, as thou shalt hear. The faith of each believer, Indian prince, conforms itself to what he truly is. Where thou shalt see a worshipper that one, to what he worships lives assimilate. The soothfast souls adore true gods, the souls obeying Rajas worship Rakshasas, or Yakshas, and the men of darkness pray to Pretas and to Bhutas, yea, and those who practice bitter penance, not enjoined by rightful rule, penance which hath its root in self-sufficient proud hypocrisies. Those men, passion beset, violent, wild, torturing the witless ones, my elements, shut in fair company within their flesh. Nay, me myself, present within the flesh, know them to devils devoted, not to heaven. For like as foods are threefold for mankind, in nourishing, so is their threefold way of worship, abstinence, and almsgiving. Hear this of me. There is a food which brings force, substance, strength, and health, and joy to live, being well seasoned, cordial, comforting, the soothfast meat, and there be foods which bring anxious and unrests, and burning blood and grief, being too biting, heating, salt and sharp, and therefore craved by too strong appetite. And there is foul food, kept from overnight, savourless, filthy, which the foul will eat, a feast of rottenness, meat for the lips, of such as love the darkness. Thus, with rites, a sacrifice not for rewardment made, offered in rightful wise, when he who vows saith with heart devout, this I should do, is soothfast right, but sacrifice for gain, offered for good repute, be sure that this, O best of Bharatas, is Raja's right, with stamp of passion and a sacrifice, offered against the laws with no due dole, of food giving with no accompaniment, of hallowed hymn nor largesse to the priests. In faithless celebration call it vile, the deed of darkness lost. Worship of gods, meriting worship, lowly reverence, of twice-borns, teachers, elders, purity, rectitude, and the brahmacharya's vow, and not to injure any helpless thing. These make a true religiousness of act. Words causing no man woe, words ever true, gentle and pleasing words, and those ye say in murmured reading of a sacred writ. These make the true religiousness of speech, serenity of soul, benignity, sway of the silent spirit, constant stress. To sanctify the nature, these things make good right and true religiousness of mind. Such threefold faith, in highest piety, kept with no hope of gain, by hearts devote, is perfect work of Satwan, true belief. Religion shown in act of proud display, to win good entertainment, worship, fame. Such, say I, is of Rajas, rash and vain. Religion followed by a witless will, to torture self or come at power to hurt another, 'tis of tamas, dark and ill. The gift lovingly given, when one shall say, now must I gladly give, when he who takes can render nothing back, made in due place, due time, and to a meet recipient, is gift of Satwan fair and profitable. The gift selfishly given, where to receive is hope to gain, or when some end is sought, or where the gift is proffered with a grudge. This is of Rajas, stained with impulse Illinois. The gift churlishly flung at evil time, in wrongful place to base recipient, made in disdain or harsh unkindliness, is gift of tamas, dark, it doth not bless. Here endeth chapter 17 of the Bhagavad Gita, entitled Sradatraya v Bhagayog, or the Book of Religion by the Threefold Kinds of Faith. This reading now enters the Rhogenesis Source Archive. Later, we will return to it to trace its motifs, symbols, and recurring questions across other traditions. For now, the source has spoken. The source returns first. Meaning follows. Thank you for listening. If something in this reading stayed with you, a motif, a symbol, or a question, feel free to share it in the comments. And if this reading resonated, leaving a like helps signal what is worth continuing to explore. If you're interested in public domain ancient and sacred texts, you can subscribe to follow future readings, released chapter by chapter.